Hello, Knockouts. Tanya TKO here. And I am a self love specialist from TanyaTKO.com. I help you learn how to love yourselves and one another. On this channel, we use viral video topics as teachable moments for self love, or rather for what self love looks like in relationships or what self abuse looks like in relationship. And there are many different types of relationships. We have romantic relationships, we have work relationships, we have employee employer relationships, we have neighbor and neighbor relationships. We have a lot of different types of relationships out there. And this video is about the video that I put up earlier today and your comments that I have been seeing and receiving since I put that video out. And so my question is, I'm going to stay here on this broadcast because I want you all to go out on the hunt for a video of another race of woman allowing a different race of woman, or calmly allowing a different race of women to hawk spit from the backs of the dwellings of her throat and splatter it across her face. I want you all, I'm going to sit here and wait, and I want you all to be able to bring this footage to me so that we can play this, because what it is that I'm seeing is I'm seeing a lot of Black people, a lot of Black women making excuses, telling me not to judge, saying they're unsubscribing from me. Listen, my page is for women who are actively doing the work to love themselves, who are actively looking for ways that they are either self-loving or self-abusing through relationship. And sitting here reading these comments and looking at the way that the world is, I have to ask myself, do Black people lack the natural born instinct for self-protection? How many more of these videos are we going to see where we are getting victimized in the video and expecting what? What are you expecting? For people to sit there and be like, oh, that person is so bad. Listen, Black people, Black women, stop this madness. My mere message is love yourself. Set boundaries. This is your temple. I don't care how much money this person is getting from this job. Love yourself enough to be able to say, no, this is not acceptable. And if it is, if there's something that has gone on inside of your mind that you're like, okay, well, you know what? These are the details of the job, because I have seen people commenting that they have had feces put on them, that they've had urine and blood smashed, splashed, and slapped onto them. If you have come to some term on the inside where you were like, you know what, well, I am going to allow this grace in this situation, why film it and put it on the internet? Who do you think put this on the internet? You think the woman's family put this on the internet? I'm talking about the old woman. You think her family put it on the internet? You think the police put it on the internet? Somebody came up with some excuse that, oh, somebody must have stole her phone, and then the person who stole her phone decided to publish it. It's like, how much longer are we going to sit here? And in how many other cases does this apply? I'm so sick and tired of seeing this video footage of people having people of another race constantly harming, hitting, battering, blocking their way, while we stand there and we're like, look at what's happening. Look at what's happening to me. Look at what's happening. Oh, what's happening? Look at how they're treating me. Look. And it's like, how much longer? How much longer do we continue? How much longer do we continue to sit here talking about, this woman is blocking me from entering my building where I pay rent? And this is, and what I'm saying is, you all make it so much more dangerous for the rest of us, because you empower these people to see a person who looks like me, and think, okay, well, this behavior is acceptable for me to enact upon this person who looks like the last person that I tried this on. And I beg you, say, don't come here with this foolishness. Don't try that over here, because you're not going to get the same result. Listen to what it is that I'm saying. You're not going to block me from getting into a place that I pay rent. I don't give a damn who you are. You're not going to stand in front of my car. You're not going to take your hanger and hit my child in the face and I turn on my camera. That's not what's about to happen. You're going to be the one who's going to need to turn on your camera to be talking about, let me get this crazy Black woman off of me. You're going to be the one who's going to need to do that. So I'm like, come on, how much longer are we going to stand up here filming? Oh, look at what's going on. Please take your knee off my neck. It's like, come on. And it's like, I wonder if there's just something inherent in us, some self-protective mechanism that just isn't there. Has it been taught out of us, beat out of us, bred out of us? Because if you look at, and I'm not just talking about Black people in America, because if we're going to talk, let's talk about the diaspora. Let's talk about worldwide. Let's talk about in Africa. This is part of the reason that I don't know of any African nation that has built an army to combat the forces that exist out here that are, even to this day, siphoning resources from the motherland. So it's like, we're going to sit here and we're going to let you take the resources from our land, take the people from our land, and we're just going to sit there, stand there, and what? Okay. So some people die, but then the rest of us, what's going on with us? Why are we just sitting here? I'm confused, and I want understanding. I want to know why where the nations in Africa who are building an army to be like, listen, this is not about to go down the way that you say that it's about to go down. De Beers is still mining in Africa till this day. A Black person in the United States is murdered by the police every 23 hours. How much longer are we going to sit here with our peaceful, how much longer are we going to sit here in silence? How much longer? I'm curious, because at some point there has to kick in some natural instinct for us to be like, no more, no more. Ladies, what's going on? There are people who are upset with me for pointing out that this woman has got to love herself. I gave several alternatives for other ways that she could make the same amount of money per hour. I gave several alternatives in that video. And if this is just a money thing, right? You mean to tell me, like, how much do you think that woman is earning per week? You mean to tell me that if I sat here and I said, let's come on, give me some numbers. Because people were like, oh, she makes she makes more than $9 an hour. The last time, because I have family members who have gotten their CNA license. And how many years ago was that? About 10 years ago, it was $9 an hour. I don't know if it's gone up from then, and by how much and in which states. But my question is, if this person, let's say this person is making $20 an hour. Let me do my math. Let me get my calculator and do my math real quick. So let's say she's working 40 hours a week. Let's get this calculator out because I want to do the math on this. Okay. So if she's making $20 an hour times 40 hours, that's $800. So you mean to tell me, if I said to you, listen, Sheila, Sarah, whatever your name is, Yvonette, whatever your name is, I will pay you $800 if I can come up every day and hawk spit from the back of my throat and spit right inside your damn face. And you be like, okay, well, I got to feed my family. Give me the $800. This is what you're going to do? If I said that to you right now, the thing is that we got all this energy. We got all this chutzpah. when we want to combat other Black people. All of you got all of these big ovaries coming on my page, commenting your nonsense. Where's those ovaries when someone was splashing feces on you? Where's the ovaries and the self-love and the boundaries when someone was smacking you in the face with their tainted damn blood? Where was the ovaries then? I'm saying love yourself enough to set boundaries, and you're like, you're unsubscribing from me. Good. Vamos. Get out of here. Because apparently this isn't the right place for you. What do you want me to say? Oh, look at that woman. She has Alzheimer's. These people are so bad. They bad people. Bad. I'm looking at you. You're the only person in this situation who we know is possibly of right mind, of sound mind. That woman sounded cuckoo in the video. So are we going to hold her responsible and be like, she's bad person? What did you do? Or are we going to talk to the person who is standing up there, allowing salad to be dumped on her head? I saw the extended video. Maybe I'll do a response to it tomorrow, but many of you have already seen it. The woman picks up a knife and says she's going to stab the woman in the back. So you staying inside of an environment, and I saw the video with them dancing too, if that's them. But I'm like, what the HE double hockey sticks is going on? You could tell me whether or not for $800 that I could pick up a knife and start threatening your life, and that you're going to be there and be like, okay, I'm going to do this because, I mean, come on. Where is the self-preservation? Where is that? I'm going to read some of your comments because I want to see what it is that you all have to say. Honestly, I want to see what your response is to this. I want to see. Give me one moment. Let me just plug in my mouse so that I can be able to check the comments. Okay, let's see. Jasmine is saying, I'm sorry, but if anyone has the nerve to spit on me, I'd be under the jail by now, and Gertrude would have had first-class ticket to hell that day. Now, one of the things, listen, I'm not telling and I'm not advising anybody out there to strike an elderly person who is out of their mind. What I am telling you to do is to love yourself enough to set boundaries and know where it is that you choose not to be. I want to know whether or not there's somebody out there for $800 that you would allow me 7 days in a week to come up and spit right in your face for $800. Tell me if there's somebody in the comment who would like to meet me in New York and let me just spit right in your damn face, take urine into a cup and splash it all up inside your mouth, nose, and eyes. Let me know if you're willing to do that for $800. I'm perplexed how we are making a money. Listen, for those of you who believe in abundance and believe in the universe, and those of you who also believe in a living God, where does it say that you are supposed to allow yourself to be harmed for money? Come on. Let's see. Tanya saying grandma would have been knocked on her hunchback if she would have. See what I'm saying? I'm not advocating for physical harm towards this older woman. I'm not. What I'm advocating for, and my battery, I need to recharge this battery. The battery is dead. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's back. Nope, it's gone again. Listen, I'm not advocating for anyone to harm this woman because this woman seems out of her mind. What is the excuse for the scores of people who are continuing to make these videos day in and day out? Look, she's blocking me from getting into my building. I wish a mother effer would. I wish a mother effer would. They wouldn't want to see. Listen, there were. I told you there was a couple who followed me back to my trailer, and I hollered at them, and they kept the hell on walking because nothing to gosso over here. You don't try that with me. In what world do you think that it's appropriate for a man? And I don't give a damn who you are, who you think you are. You all are dangerous, and you have proven time and time again just how damn dangerous and murderous you all are. And I'm going to allow you to follow me where it is that I'm going because you have the nerve to take it upon yourself to say that you feel suspicious. No, I feel suspicious of you. It's never okay for some man and his woman to follow me. You must be out of your goddamn mind. Let me continue to go forward. Let me continue to go forward. Let's see. Negus is saying, we know you're not advising anything to nobody, but it's just self-explanatory. A MF gotta die. End of story. The F. What are we talking about right now? I don't advocate for this. Let me take this off of my thing. Lisa's saying, who will take care of Alzheimer's patients if there are no one understanding enough to deal with them? What should we do? Chain them in the basement, sedate them? I hope you never have to deal with Alzheimer's in your life, not yourself or someone you love. What are you talking about? Are you not able to hear the mother effing words that I am saying? Do you hear me saying don't care for Alzheimer's patients? Do you hear me saying that nobody should care for them? What I am saying is that we have to set up some boundaries. We do, just plain and simple. Just plain and simple. There are people's children who don't want to deal with this mess, right? So they put them in the care of trained professionals. Where is her PPE? Where is her mask? Where is her face guard? If she knows that this woman has a propensity for spitting, the fuck is she standing there getting spat on for, on camera, showing her brown skin getting spat on? Where is her self-preservation? Is 2 and 2 not adding up for you? And I beckoned you to show me another race of women. Show me a white woman getting spit on by a black woman. I don't give a damn what age. Show me the video of her calmly sitting there, allowing a black woman to spit in her damn face. Show me the video. Show it to me. Because people always got so much claps and applaud for the good Negro, the docile Negro who sits there and takes the fucking abuse of certain people. I see it time and time again, all the claps and the applause. Look at her, she's so patient. Show me the other way around. Show me an Asian woman sitting there calmly getting spit on by a black woman. Show me. Where are all these videos? Show me videos of white men taking video footage of them getting beat up by the police saying, look, stop hitting me. Look at what he's doing. Look. Oh, stop choking me. Oh. Show me video footage of white people taking this video, begging to have their civil and human rights respected, please. I implore you, because time and time again, day after day, and it's like, listen, if this conversation does not concern you, I beg you, sit it out, because you don't want me to go off on you, because like I said, this ain't 1966. Rashida is saying caregiving jobs are high demand jobs in New York and Connecticut. A caregiver can make $5,000 or more in a month. I said about $800 for the week. I don't know I don't know the realness of those numbers. I am in New York. And like I said, 10 years ago, a CNA was making $9 an hour. This was 10 years ago. So I don't know where you're getting your numbers, but you're telling me for $1,000, what is that, $1,250, that you will allow me 7 days a week to come and splash urine up in your face? Is this what you're telling me? That I could hawk spit from the back of my throat and splatter it onto your face every day? In exchange, at the end of it, I give you $1,200 that I can stand there and verbally abuse you for hours on end. That I could just say whatever it is that I want to say to you on end for 8 hours a day. And then at the end of it, after I've unleashed all of it that I've unleashed, put my bodily fluids all in your eyes, nose, hair, mouth, and on your skin, onto your body. That you will do that in exchange for $1,250. It's like, we're not using our brain. We're not using our brain. Somebody is saying, Her family needs to care for her. Miss Bucci is saying, who will give a damn about $5,000 a month for the pittance in New York? Listen, if you know like I know in New York. Stennis is saying, no dollar amount will cause for that disrespect. Aqua is saying CNAs make $11 in Georgia. Let's do the math on that. I guess 11 times 40 would be 440. So for $440, you're going to tell me that I could take shit out my ass and slap you 2 sides of your face with it, and you just turn the other cheek and be like, at the end of 7 days, you'll be like, where's my $440? This is what you're going to do? It's like, we're not making sense of this. I mean, how much is your self-worth, your dignity, your self-pride, your self-love? How much is that worth to you that you would give it up for? And listen, like I said, if you have no issue with it and you're at peace with it and everything is fine, then let it be fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let it be fine, right? But the fact that she's taking video of it shows that there's some lack of congruence. Where is her PPE? Where is her self-preservation? This is what I want to know. Where? Help me understand. And Eric is saying, it's so sad that you are truly sparking a dialogue that is long overdue, and that peoples who have inched themselves into a position to be able to make change don't want a party to this truth. So what do people who want the world to be leveled as fair platform do, Tanya? We as people have to learn to discern between leaders who are better for our progress than the ones who have played the game of the enemy and only thinks individually short term. And so Crunchy says, my grandmother was slapping nurses, so my family decided to bring her home. But there's something about your Black ass that they don't care if you get spat on. There's something about your Black ass that they see you and they're like, well, her life is worth less. Her life worth less. She doesn't really have any pain. She doesn't really feel, right? She doesn't really feel. Who cares? Where is the link? Come to my website, tanyatko.com, and click on contact. You can even do /contact. Send me the video of a woman of another race allowing a woman of another race to just spit on her over and over and over again. Show me. Because we Black people, it's like, I remember it was around the time that 12 Years a Slave came out. That was when I ran out, I didn't have it in me anymore to watch those types of movies. And then when Black Panther came, like, there were people who were like, oh, Mudbound was so good. Oh, you got to see Mudbound. I thought Mudbound was going to be a good movie. It was just more of the effing same. How much longer are we going to continue to tell these slave stories, these victim stories, these stories where we're being brutalized? How much longer? When Black Panther came out, that put the nail in the coffin for me, because I'm like, we need new stories. We need to tell new tales. This is why I'm glad for people like Issa Rae, who are making different types of movies, different types of programming. I mean, yes, she had her Insecure, which I really didn't get into, but she also had a movie called Little. And she had a movie where she did with like this Indian guy where they were like running around trying to solve this mystery and this other stuff. It's like, we need different, and it's like, how many long of the Slim and Thug and the this and that are we going to continue to bring and pull our dollars out? That you all tricked me into watching Mudbound, but after 12 years, telling you, after 12 Years a Slave, because it was like, the man was so sophisticated and he was up in his Massachusetts home. And then they took away his freedom and tossed him down into the dungeons, and he had spent 12 years a slave. And I'm like, there has to come a time where we have to realize, listen, I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I know that people are being hypnotized by the images that are pouring out into them. And they see these same images over and over again. And they think, oh, well, this is what that person that's how you treat this person. This is what that person is used to. This is, they're okay with that. Time and time again. When are we going to switch the narrative? When are we going to switch things up? I am tired. Are you not tired? If you are tired too, put up the number 1. If you're not tired, put up the number 2. If you're fine, if you like these images and you feel that we need to put out more of these images, put up the number 2. Let me see the numbers. Let me see the numbers. Okay. Taffeta is the first one coming in with the 1. And then we got Kayla. Oh, and there's lot. Okay, so many that it's so coming so quick. I can't catch them all. Let me try. I'm trying to get as many as I can, but you know my mouse is on the fritz right now. There's so many of us that are tired, and there are a lot of ones coming in. So Joanna is saying, it's a woman with dementia. I work with people like this every day, and they attack all CNAs, PSWs, and caregivers like this sometimes. It happens for many reasons. Yes, some is due to a person's skin tone, but this case, she showed a rough day. She also had a video with her and the lady dancing, dementia. Why is she publishing footage of her and her beautiful body, her beautiful face being spat upon? Why? Why do we need more of these images out there? Do we? I'm curious as to, it's not there's a lot of things going on in this video. The fact that the video was published, yeah, I saw the video of them dancing, okay. When she was having a good day, why is she publishing footage of her getting spat on? And it's like, Black women, we just don't seem to get it. That we perpetuate this lesser than image. That we are constantly showing ourselves with our cape on, with our backs broken like mules, and pushing and supporting men. I saw oh gosh, where is this? I saw a picture that I posted of last year or the year before, with a Black woman holding up this big stout. He looked like the dude from Moana, like the demigod. This big stout Black man on her shoulders, while the Black man carried the world. And I'm like, what the F is this? And there were so many Black women who came out in support of this message, and so many Black men who were supporting the message. And I'm like, a Black woman is holding up some big, burly, beefy Black man who is holding up the world. What message is this sending? And tomorrow I'm going to be reacting to Married at First Sight with this woman, Paige, and all of the damn nonsense that she's doing to hold on to this piece of goddamn husband because of some scriptures or some vows, some promise, or some fucking desperation, whatever the hell it is. But what I'm saying is we are constantly programming people with the image of the Black womb holder, the Nubian woman, as lesser. I'm looking inside of my email right now. No one has emailed me a link of a person of another race being spat upon. I don't see it. Where is it? I'm looking. Show me. Show me somebody, because you know what? It's like, we can't expect for other people to see our worth and our value. We've got to see it in ourselves, for ourselves. We've got to see it in ourselves and for ourselves. And we have got to do what it is that we need to do to advocate for ourselves. We are exposed. We are fully and completely, totally exposed and at the mercy of Caucasians, Europeans, Caucasoids, white people worldwide. There is not one place on this earth where we can truly, truly, truly protect ourselves on a mass scale from Caucasian aggression. Where? Haiti, to my knowledge, is the only country to this day that fought a bloody revolution before they even had like the sophisticated weaponry that we have today, and beat back white aggression and gained their independence. Now, I'm ignorant of this. Haiti is the only place that I know of. Please post more in the comments so that I can educate myself on other places. I know that Fidel Castro and Che Guevara went over to some African countries and fought and taught guerrilla warfare tactics over there and were able to beat back white aggression in the motherland. However, I don't even remember the name of the country, but I would love to hear more. But then the story of Haiti is tragic because they beat out the French, but then the French imposed tariffs and taxes on them that they are still to this day paying off, that they had to pay to not be chattel slaves anymore, that they have still had to pay. And this is why Haiti is so deeply impoverished right now. They're still paying. And I'm like, okay, it baffles. I want to see. I want to see, because you all probably know more than I do. I want to know. Okay, so there's a tribe on the Sentinel Island. Okay, well, you know what? Let's hear more. Okay, Nisha is saying my ancestors freed themselves too in the Virgin Islands in 1848. Which Virgin Islands? The US Virgin Islands or the British Virgin Islands? Which one? Help me know and understand. Tell me the country so that we can look this up. Because as far as I know, the Virgin Islands are still territories of other countries. I don't know. Educate me, because I don't know. This is a time that we can all learn so that we can gain some other type of pride in something else other than being victims and volunteers of victimhood. Okay? All right. So let's see. I'm looking. And Monica is saying, this is not a story of Blacks, hip, aughts, mental illness, and Alzheimer's, dementia. Show me footage of a woman of another race being spat on by a Black woman and her calmly taking it because that Black woman has dementia. Show me the video. Show it to me, please. I mean, we pretend as if this has nothing to do with race and we just skip over the obvious. Send me the video. I want to see, please. Okay. Okay. All right. And Gianna is saying that Haiti couldn't even sell sugarcane because of U.S. embargoes. And then we look and we're like, oh, you poor Haitians. People in Dominican Republic want to try to act like they're not on the same damn land. It's just, oh, Tanya is saying some of those Facebookers are a special kind of special. Girl, I don't even blame you for coming in through YouTube. Okay. Ebony is saying, I worked as a nurse assistant, and sometimes women that age do have racist ways and need to be with people that are comfortable for them, because I would not accept that treatment. I stopped working at a certain agency because of reasons like this in New York. Thank you. And so Omar is saying, look at North Africa. Give me a country. Come on now. Give me a country. This is a time to learn. And so Mike is saying, Tanya TKO show, let people post these videos so we can see all these happenings. This is the only way we can deal with them and resolve them. How? They're not being resolved. All you're doing is hypnotizing people into seeing you as the victim, seeing you as a person that they can encroach upon, because it's only emboldening these people even more. What we need to see is more footage of these people getting pushed the hell out the damn way with full right. Because what we're doing is we're showing ourselves giving concessions, because I swear, I promise you, with all I know on this earth to be green, good, and holy, if somebody attempts to impede my path into a place where I am paying for my domicile, there's going to be some mother effing problems that goddamn day. It's not going to be a video of me standing up there talking about, look what happened to me. There's going to be some big problems. There's going to be some big problems. And so, do we really need more footage of this, or do we need to position ourselves to stop this shit? Because what is being done to stop it besides beckoning on their mercy? Really, I want to know what is being done to actually stop it. What is actually being done to stop police brutality? What is actually being done to stop these people from being succubuses leeching off of the natural resources of Africa? What is being done? I'm curious. Please help me understand what's being done. Melanin is saying the only country in Africa that was not colonized is Ethiopia. Listen, from what it is that I see of the Euro phenotype in Ethiopia, I don't know what is going on out there. Something happened in it. You don't need to be colonized if you're all mixed up. I don't know. Listen, let's keep going forward. Zoe is saying France owes Haiti $21 billion. Okay. Is Haiti going to be in a position to get that money back? And what do they owe them that for? Because Haiti's still paying them. So talk to us. Monica is saying, we're so busy trying to tell the story. She does need help. She needs another job. She needs something. And Latoya is saying, people like that old lady should be cared for by family, or people who are okay with what is happening. You know what I'm saying? Stephanie is saying Ethiopia. Wait, hold on. I missed it because it's going by so fast. Stephanie, where is, oh, here it is. Stephanie says Ethiopia was occupied by Italy. I don't know. Look, because you know what? We hear his story and her story, but when are we really going to hear the true story? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Jerry is saying, can they require? Hold on. Mimi is saying, Tanya, France is committing genocide in southern, and right now as we speak. What is and southern? In southern, what is that? Oh, gosh. Somebody's telling Brandy to shut up. Let's see what Brandy has to say. Let me scroll up and see if I find a comment from Brandy. Brandy is saying, okay, can we get back to topic? What is the topic, Brandy? Since you want to get back to it, what's the topic? The topic is these constant images that we're putting out of Black people showing themselves being victimized, beseeching pity, and not being in a position to really truly protect themselves, and not doing what it is that we need to do to either get into position or start protecting ourselves right now. That is the topic. That's the topic. Okay. All right. I honestly don't think there's any other race that would actually take that treatment. I don't understand how she has dementia and has forgotten everything except how to be racist. You know what this is? Some things are deeply embedded. Who knows? Some things are just deeply embedded in there. Some things are just deeply, deeply embedded. Oh my goodness, somebody's talking about Ethiopia is the keeper of the ark. Look, I don't know nothing about that. Let's see. Ryan is saying, surely we should have sorted ourselves out by now, but we need to be unified and singing from the same hymn. She, whilst being proactive. Listen, I want to look. I've worked that line of work for 12 years and I never seen my race in a nursing home facility, but I have recently just seen a Black woman move into the facility. She was combative and very mean to other staff, but not the Black staff, but overall she was very nice, but other races that have work. And Alice is saying that clip was one-sided. Connie is saying, if Black people were not desperate for white acceptance, this boldness wouldn't be happening and getting boldly harmed by those people. Listen, I hear you. Sharita is saying, my oldest cousin was in her 90s in a nursing home with dementia. She thought I was my grandmother, who was about 20 years old when she was a kid. She never hit or spat on me or my mother. But, you know, everybody's case is different. Everybody's case is different, you know? So let's see. I saw somebody who said, and Jay is saying, ew, she left that stuff on her face so long. Monica is saying, people need care. Somebody got to do it. Yeah, family can do it. I mean, if your family member is abusive and combative, you can, why allow somebody else to be beat up? And if there is somebody who's okay with getting beat up, then by all means, if you're okay getting beat up, why do you have to film it to show everybody that you're such a victim? Why do you have to film it to put it out there? Latoya saying, I'm surprised that woman didn't sue the family. Monica saying, I love you, T. My dad just died of Alzheimer's. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Talara is saying, you sound stupid to say you can't take care of your sick parents. I mean, they didn't know what they were doing when they had and raised you. Newsflash, no one in their right mind goes to school to be spit and beat upon by anyone. You sick if you think everyone is into y'all nasty fetish. What in the world? What are we talking about? Lord have mercy. Crystal is saying there's some special people in these comments. Listen, I feel you. I'm going to get out of here. I want to hear Latoya saying family should do it. Listen, I want to hear your point of view. Is there anybody who can show me video footage? I'm waiting. I have not seen the footage come through yet of another race of women being spat upon. Where is it? Somebody sent me. Wait, Black woman spits on caregiver, randomly dies in cold. Oh, Lord. I'm going to have to hold on for a moment. Let me see. Listen. So a Black woman spit on a caregiver and then all of a sudden she's dead? Hold on.
Imagine how something like that happened. More questions than answers as City News follows the story of a 91-year-old woman who was found outside of this long-term care facility in the bitter cold Monday night, later dying of exposure. The temperature hovering around -20 that night. The elderly woman was noticed to be missing from Cedars Villa in the southwest community of Spruce Cliff at around 3:30 a.m. that night. Police were called at about 4:45 a.m. with a report of a missing person. They helped search the property, and she was found alive in a courtyard by EMS at about 6:15 that morning, but later died in hospital.
I was completely shocked. My mom lives here. She's been here for a couple of years. The staff are amazing. Security is amazing.
What in the world?
I never for a moment felt my mom was unsafe or at risk of being able to get out. We were able to speak to a woman whose parents both live in this facility, and she's been visiting here for 4 years.
I don't know what's going on.
People who live here are safe with things like measures in the dementia ward, keeping people from leaving. They've done some amazing decorative work in there.
Decorative work?
The doors actually look like
Listen, who says that this woman was Black? Because the picture that I see in the very beginning is of a white woman, somebody named Jenkins. I don't know what is going on. Mary Elizabeth Jenkins in memory of. So I'm still looking. You know something? You all got jokes. Where does it say she spit on staff and then ended up outside in the cold? That's messed up. That's messed up. So Liv is putting up a link. Asian woman spit on by white man. I said, show me footage of a woman allowing another woman of another race to spit on her. Calmly. Now, if there is a man spitting on you, that's a whole different story. And was she calm when this was happening? You know what I'm saying? I think that there's issues here because the abuse seems to flow one way. The abuse seems to flow one way. And I've seen video footage. I've seen video footage of, white men hawking up, spitting at people passing by on their bikes and all this other stuff, right? I've seen that. Where is the footage of a person in a relationship? This is what we talk about on this channel. We don't talk about just crime stories because, yes, there are people out there committing crimes. This woman has a relationship with this woman. She comes to work with this woman every day. And she's showing herself getting spat upon. Where are the people in the relationship? And even so, I would love to see this footage. Let's see if I could copy and paste this of this Calgary person. Let's see. I can't copy comments from here. So Brandy is saying she died after the video went viral. Stop it, because that woman's name was Rose. Her name was not Mary Elizabeth. Stop this madness. Why are we spreading rumors? You all are awful. I don't know what's going on. So Andy is saying, I once saw a video that is POC spitting on a white person and another that's East Asian. Send me the video footage of a person calmly allowing another person of another race to spit on them and just being like, show me, please. Show me. You're talking some show me the video footage. This is what I'm saying. Show me the video footage. I want you to show me the video footage of a white person getting victimized by the police or getting stopped from going in his place by a person of color and just filming it and being like, this woman is stopping me from going into my apartment. Show me. I want to see. Show me. Alice is saying there is none. Andy is saying, if I had the link, I would. And if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. Come on. If was a fifth, we would all be drunk. All these ifs. Okay, so Black Gal says she just sent me one. Okay, let me see. So you sent it to me on my website. Let's take a look and see. This is too much. I'm looking right now. I don't see it. Hold on. Let me go into my... Here, let's see. So somebody is sending me some other videos. I'm looking for the... Come on now. I don't see it. It's not in my inbox. Come on now. Come on. We're on here live right now. Come on, get this footage to me. Eric Green is saying, Tanya TKO show, you know you're not going to get it. I'm waiting. They said they have it. Hey, they said they have it. I'm looking for it. And somebody's saying no in your inbox on Facebook. Let's see if we could find something on Facebook in the inbox. Let's see. Okay, here. Okay, so listen, you know something? I saw this video. You know something? You're too much. Look at this foolishness she just sent me. And it's of some woman flipping her around in the bed. This is too much.
I'm not going to bed.
This is too doggone much. I saw this video yesterday. They were trying to pretend that was the woman and the other woman from last night. This is too much. If you got it, listen, don't go out there and get yourself bad karma. Tossing around feeble people. Come on, if you're not built for the job, if you don't like the job, get a different job, but don't go out there abusing people, family members. Monica is saying, told you this is not one-sided. You do realize that every Negro is not the same, right? You know that those are not the same people, right? Please tell me you know that those are not the same people. So stop your fantasy with talking about it was not one-sided. Stop your fantasy, please. Those are not the same people. Come on now, what the hell? What in the devil? And so Kimberly is saying, it's other white people's fault. Y'all, my mom grew up by the church that blew up in Birmingham. Ella, my mom then showed me the sickness. Let me tell you though, 3 departments of juvenile correction boot camp, no high school diploma because my mom was a single mom of 3. So never judge a book. Always want good karma. What the hell are you talking about? Come on now. Come on. Everybody want to struggle so goddamn bad. Everybody want to struggle. Crystal is saying, was that the same woman who got spit on? No, it was not. That's the whole different people. Oh gosh. Frugal is saying, in New York City, you can sell books with no license. If you sell 3 books an hour, that's the same as $15 an hour and keep your dignity. So Frugal coming up with entrepreneurial ideas for you all. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Goodness. And Kara's saying, why do you change your voice in a condescending manner when you read only white people's comments? You ain't been on my page enough to qualify your statement. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. When I read stupid comments, I change my voice into a stupid voice. So how about that? How about that? I can change my finger into the block button and show you what my finger sounds like when it's hitting block on you, because you're not qualified to make statements like that, because everybody can get it over here. Black, white, male, female, young, old, anybody. Anybody. You know what I'm saying? Anyone. And here's Kara. You just did it to me, and I'm white. So, I mean, your comment is stupid. So you get a stupid voice for your stupid comment. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Who else wants some? Put up a stupid comment so I can give you a stupid voice. Come on. Give me a stupid comment. Jermaine is saying the bottom line is some people love being abused, then play victim. Absolutely. Exactly. And Pretty is saying always trying to play the victims. Exactly. 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 And Black Gal is saying, Tanya, here's the one I wanted you to see. Let me listen. Okay. And Sabrina is saying, she dumb. You diss people equally when needed. Exactly. 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 And Sherry is saying, racist. Absolutely sorry. Feel bad for you, to be honest. Why aren't we qualified? Because if you know, anybody can get it on this page, white, black, young, or older, but you're so busy trying to be a victim because in your own warped mind and mentality, you need everything to be about you and you want a struggle so badly. So I'm giving you one with your struggle voice, and you're still not even happy with that. Listen, Gwe, this is just go away. You're not of the caliber of my knockouts. So if you know how my knockouts are, you would not be over here with your mess. Let me go check for this girl's video now. Let me go check for her video because she's sending me foolishness. Let me see. I don't see a new video in here. I don't see a new video. I just see the same old one that you sent me of this woman getting flipped up inside the bed. Unbelievable. Where did you send it to? And Miss Battle is saying white fragility on full display. Absolutely. There's no video in there. She hasn't sent me a new one. She hasn't sent me a new one. You all should read that book, White Fragility. It would help you. You know what I mean? And Portia is saying they are not knockouts. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And Amara is saying, but just allowing yourself to be spat on, that's not normal. It's disturbing and humiliating. Ugh. And then also, remember that last troglodyte who came up and was like, I'm white. Can anybody tell from her photo, that thumbnail that she has, that she's white? It's like, how do we don't know? All we know is that your comment is stupid. You claim that you're white, but we don't know. We don't know. All right. And the troglodyte is still commenting more comments, but she's not even worthy of having her comment posted back up again. Try again, troglodyte. Try again. Or you can go push your big rock into the front of the cave that you came out of. You know what I'm saying? And Arctic is saying, while Tanya against racist acts, but yet she racist and does the same acts herself. Too busy being toxic and spreading hate with 50% facts. And I don't know what is going on with you in your photo, but I wish you well, sir. I wish you well. Just you could go somewhere. If my channel is not the channel for you, go somewhere. You just want to be able to twiddle your little nub. You just want to get cursed out by me so that you could lift up your belly and spread all that stuff around to be able to get to your little nub so you could try to rub it up and down, being like, oh, mistress was so hard on me. I'm not giving you the satisfaction. I'm not giving you the satisfaction. Go take your jack and crank open your belly flaps someplace else and go fondle yourself elsewhere. We don't need all of that over here. We don't need all of that. We don't need all of that. You know what I'm saying? And somebody got the Help reference. This is what I'm saying. All of these movies about us being in subservitude position. Keela got her book. I'm so glad that you got it. So listen, how many of you here are coming to the Galentine's Day event this weekend? If you're going to the Galentine's Day event, put up the number 3 so I can see who you all are. You have to make sure that you got your shopping list because the event is in 3 days. So you have to make sure that you have already gotten it. Sparkle is saying that tie way too small. Child, I didn't know what I was looking at. I thought it was like a clown photo. So I really don't know. I really didn't know what that was. Okay, so we have, all right, so we have a bunch of 3s in the house. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So make sure that all of you got your shopping list. We're going to be doing a run through on the venue on this Friday. Kesha, I cannot see. I can't click on the links from here. I can't click on the links from here. You have to send it to me on my website. Jazzy is saying, Lord, people showing up to police your voice on your channel. Child, listen. So Stephanie is saying, can I bring my daughter? I really, listen, in the FAQs, you know, if you're going to be on camera, just make sure that it's just you on camera because this is a safe space for all of us. And you also need to make sure that if you're coming to the daytime event that you're not going to be disturbed. So you have to just make sure of that. Black Gal is saying, I sent it to your inbox, but I think that's a whole nother video. Let's take a look and see. Let's take a look and see what you sent me. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. So this is the video of them dancing together. Let me turn down my volume. And so this is supposedly the old woman and the caregiver dancing together during a good day and drinking wine and having a good time. All right. Well, listen. And then in the next video, she's filming herself getting spat on and threatened with knives. So I really don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. All right. So what else do we need? I'm going to get out of here because we have spoken. And if you're interested in coming to the Galentine's Day event, come over to Tanya TKO. You can send me a message. I'll send you the link. But if you scroll down on tanyatko.com, or if you go to tinyatko.com/events, you'll see the link directly to it. All right. Listen, I do not believe that that is true. I do not believe that that is true. I do not believe that that is true because the woman on the obituary had a whole different name. So we over here trying to say that the woman is killed off. So Cece is saying, how is the healing session? You need to come on Friday so that we can do the walkthrough on the venue so that you can learn how to use the venue. That's what we're going to do on Friday so that you can learn. All right. So everybody, thank you so much for coming out. And I appreciate all of the comments. If the video is no longer live, you can just make sure that you just leave your comments below, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much. Tanya TKO, and I'm out. Go out there and love one another, but most importantly, what? That's right, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is setting firm boundaries. Part of loving yourself is doing the things that you need to do to protect yourself, not just always positing and positioning yourself as some sort of victim. Do something to protect yourself. Stop showcasing yourself as some lesser than being who is, I don't know, giving somebody, I don't know, airtime for victimizing you. Please. All right. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.